Thank you so much, Holy Spirit of wisdom. I am tapping in on behalf of the collective today. I must admit that I am not completely healed, but I don't believe that that disqualifies me from being used by you. I don't. I do believe it can obviously, um, if I am not careful to just say, the messages that you give me and how I feel, that and even if I do it, that my traumas and things can help to shape or taint, if that makes sense, the message. But it is always my intent to be purely used of you without me and my traumas and my woundings. Only the good, only the part that remains and speaks in the truth. Um, so yeah, thank you, Spirit, for using me because I'm allowing myself to be used. I'm basically asking to be used to give these messages for our highest good and the highest good of all who are connected to myself and the readings that we bring forth. Okay? So, being so shall it be. So, I feel like this is going to be a general reading today, a general love, sorry, a general love reading today, you guys. Um, I felt the need to do that prayer specifically because sometimes I know for me, I can't speak for anyone else, but sometimes I can feel inadequate. Sometimes I can feel as though I should not be doing this. And don't get me wrong, when I really, really am not in the place to read, I do not do readings. Um, but if I am energized, if I am excited, if I am absolutely moved to do a reading, those are the times that I really get my behind up and do them because I feel that it's like the water is troubled. The water is troubled. So, and I mean that troubled means something good, okay? Um that's what that old Negro spiritual was about. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God is going to trouble the water. This was a call to get to the water in that song. And trouble in this instance absolutely meant God's going to touch the water. Healing could be in the water, information and clarity is going to be in the water. So, anyway, the water has been troubled, and I'm over here. I feel like I said it's going to be a love reading, so just know that it is for the collective. I have been taking a lot of time for myself personally, um, as I'm in a connection and I have these different things that are showing and revealing themselves and popping up in the form of people. And so I am in need, a lot of times of reading myself or sitting with spirit after I've done my own readings personally so that I can be moving accordingly and appropriately. And I have to say that I don't always do it. I don't always move appropriately in my mind. I mean, I guess it's appropriate as in wherever I am energetically and as a person, my decisions tend to reflect that, or wherever I'm choosing to remain, my decisions reflect that in my personal life. And I know that some people might be like, girl, um, or some people tell you not to get information from readers who don't have their shit together. And I do identify with that. I do. I'm not gonna lie. There is a major part of me that identifies with that, and it makes so much sense. But sometimes readers, personal lives, sometimes it actually doesn't taint the message, you guys. Sometimes they're able to like clearly just be used as a vessel. That's the whole point of being used as a medium of spirit. Baby, your shit actually don't have to be together. And I'm not saying this as a person whose shit is not together. I'm just, from what I've observed in this life, okay? From what I've observed, some of the most powerful, moving individuals who have shaped spirituality, religions, okay? These people's life wasn't together. And yet they were used as amazing anointing vessels to bring messages to the world that were needed. So I'm not out here just saying be, you know, to be out here just receiving messages from anybody, but I am gonna say, if a be mindful too, and be aware that the Most High is a spirit that can inhabit and uh, utilize the worst of us and still bring a message of truth, a message that will heal you, change your heart, mind, and bring to you the healing that you have been desirous of or that you're in need of in that moment. All right, I just needed to say that. Felt the need heavy to say that, so I did. Um, and I do believe that that was that was encouragement for me. So there's that with that. I'm shuffling all the decks that I may use in this reading. Continue to bear with me. I'm gonna, after I finish, I will cut this part off because everybody don't care to see this part. So, okay, let's get it together. But yes, God knows that even though I fuck up a lot and, oh, bless me, I don't always make the choices that I think are logically right, or even sometimes that I feel in my heart I want to make, I don't always make those choices. Um, God knows my desire. God knows that I really just, I would love to get things right. Um, so at any rate, I'm grateful for this life, grateful for the opportunities to fuck up and, you know, begin to be taught what is right. All right, I'm gonna say bye to this part and I'll be back. Okay, the color purple is important. The color purple, lavender, this is significant. Energetically speaking, in the spirit, purple is big. I say that because underneath my robe, I am wearing a beautiful purple negligee right now. I say that because when I was going to purchase my wireless Bluetooth headset, the last and only pair that were there, I was looking for a plain ass black pair. Okay. Just trying to keep it real simple. But it was only a lavender pair there. I know that that's significant. I know that that's important somehow. What I will say is that this is to cleanse, bring peace and clarity for all of us who come across this reading, for our highest good and the highest good of all connected to us. Blessings that we stand in absolute need and desire of. I pray that they come our way quickly, swiftly, and not only that they come our way quickly, but that we somehow are prepared for it and that we recognize them. That is my prayer for us all, including starting with me first. So the lighter, I was looking for a different lighter. I was looking for a blue one, but this is the only one that I had on me and near me. Um, so purple is significant. I know with the chakra system, like even my candle, the one that I have going now, you guys can't see it, but it's a beautiful lavender, which is a form of purple. This is the relaxed candle from um I can't remember what collection this is, but I love it. It's at Walmart. I am here for this collection, okay? But anyway, somehow this is important and significant. So, and then even my cute little pencil sharpener, it's lavender, okay? Holy Spirit, have your mother freaking way with me today in this moment. This is going to be for my whole channel, okay? Over here on the Pretty Coach. I'm a consultant. I'm a spiritual consultant. I'm an image consultant. I do all of that, okay? Um, and one of the ways that I do consult is by being used as a medium for spirit. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this, okay? Um, this is a general love reading for the month of March. Spirit, give us all the messages that we need. We thank you in advance that you will do so. Thank you for me feeling, thank you for just utilizing all of my gifts as you know that they need to be used to deliver this important message. The first card we have here is the Pathway card. We have the number 35, which is the number 8 when you add these things together, and 8 is abundance, 8 is infinity, 8 is also new beginnings, possibly, okay? Let me see what I see on this pathway before I keep it pushing. I see yellow butterflies. So some of you guys may have seen yellow butterflies. Nature is going to be very, very important here. Specifically like the forest or just heavily wooded trails, heavily wooded areas are going to be significant. Um, I also see some rock in here. The sun, the ground, okay? This is beautiful. I just feel like a pathway is being prepared. I also feel intuitively before I even get into my booklets and all that. A pathway is being prepared here. And I also feel that you can look at this pathway as abundance. Let's get into this reading. Thank you, Spirit. I can feel that this is going to be a big reading. Sorry for kicking. Sorry for kicking my stand. But yes, I really feel like this is going to be big. So we got the Lovers coming up in reverse. So this could deal possibly with imbalance in a relationship. It could deal with the need to make a choice. Okay, this could be someone making a choice that is not in alignment with what brings them harmony, peace. So this could be maybe the path that some of us have been on, or we could be getting away from. Or it's possible that some of us have already made a decision and that has put us on this path that we are currently on. At the bottom of the deck, I see unexpected income. Unexpected income here. Let me get this out of here. Unexpected income. That is the number. Okay, the Lovers is 15, which is the number 6. 6 deals with karma. 6 can deal with whatever the chakra is connected to the 6th chakra. That's connected to this as well. Let me see if I can find it. And I honestly feel like I was about to say whether it's the 6 from the bottom up or the from the top down. Either way, I'm gonna do both of them because that makes me think about the ladder in the Bible where Jacob saw a ladder with angels ascending and descending. Okay. That is this whole circle of life that we are a part of. It is this whole spiritual journey we're a part of. Those who were ascending were coming from this realm, taking information back up there. Those who were descending were coming from the upper realm and bringing information down and having whatever experience they needed to here. Anyway, let me see if I can find my little card for the deck that teaches me about the chakra system. That's the zodiac. Little card, where are you? I thought I put it in a safe place where I could always go to it and touch it and grab it. Okay, but I don't think that's the truth anymore. All right, that's okay. We're gonna put it here. It may be being it may be being used as a bookmark. Give me a minute. Let me find this. Okay, I am back, you guys. So one, two, three, four, five, six, and seven. So the sixth chakra, if we go from the crown down, the sixth chakra will be the sacral chakra, and it's pronounced the Spadasthana. It deals with sensuality, sexuality, pleasure, and sociability. And it says, I feel. That I feel makes me really think about the sign of Cancer a lot. Okay. Um, Even though that could really have something to do with Scorpio as well, being that it deals with sensuality and sexuality. Moving on from the bottom up, we have one, two, three, four, five, six. We have the third eye chakra, which is pronounced Ajna, with the whole Eastern Indian situation. Let me take out my Bluetooth real quick. All right. The third eye chakra deals with intuition, lucidity, meditation, and trust. And it says, I see. Okay. Now, that color, the reason I snickered is because that is purple. It is a much darker purple, but it's still in the purple family. So I think it's that one, but it's really both. It's the third eye and it's, the sacral chakra energy to me. It's both. So let me put this back where I need it to be so I can forever remember where it's at. All right. So that was the number six energy. We also have the unexpected income, which is 27, and that is the number nine. Nine can deal with completions in numerology. I also have a book right here, so let's just do the number nine from this perspective from this book. Endings. Endings. It says the ending is a lesson. In your life, something is coming to completion. It can be sad, and it's okay to mourn what was. But it's also important to recognize the lesson in this ending as well. So, journal today on what you have learned, how you feel, and what you plan to do with this hard won knowledge. Period. So, bare minimum, you guys, there is something that we are experiencing an ending. Okay. And we experience endings all the time. Let's be very clear. Moving on. We have the last card as community here. Community. It is the number 39. So that equals 12, which equals the number 3 when broken down and reduced. Let's see what 3 means in numerology. Um, I feel like that also talks about self, trusting the self, paying attention to your intuition. And with the community card being here, that makes me think about tribe, right? Your family, soul family, and or biological or friendships, whatever that be. Listen, the courthouse is at the bottom of the deck, guys. The courthouse is at the bottom of the deck. That's the number 32, or sorry, 23. And that's 2 plus 3 is 5. So we're going to get this Number 3 energy. I didn't do the number 8, so now that I'm doing this, let me just go back to the beginning real fast and do that number 8. Please excuse me. I am fighting a cold. I got sick from my baby, but I'm here for it. So, the number 8 is abundance, and it says the energy is limitless. Possibilities are endless. Okay. It says this: their force is always flowing and moving through and around you. The ones that you pay attention to and open up to will envelop you in their flow. When you see this number, meditate on what in your life requires development and abundance. Visualize energy coming forth to nurture growth in those areas. Doesn't this card look like growth? I feel like it does to me. Like the trees are grown, there's grass, there's greenery. That indicates growth to me. Let's do the number 5. 5 talks about growth. It can also indicate change. So it says the only thing that stays the same is change. This could have come up in some of our conversations, okay? It says, as the world around you shifts and moves, it's time to get flexible. Change is inevitable, and your peace comes not from the stability of things outside of you, but also from that which is created from your foundation within. Your angels remind you to make inner peace a priority so that when change comes, you know that you're tethered to something that it cannot touch. Meditate today with a visualization of your inner peace tying you firmly to the universe. So that's a beautiful description. It's like you're not tied to the things, you're tied to source. So things come and go. People, places, and things, ideas come and go. But if you are tied to source, yeah. Moving on. Number 6, material world. Material world. It says only love lasts eternally. Oh my God. And this being the lover's card? Come on. Okay. Moving on. It says you are paying too much attention to the superficial. Oftentimes, you can forget the depth of what you are doing in life by focusing on the material world's distractions. This is somebody in this energy, somebody. Your angels guide you to focus on the intangibles that you have. You have in your life love, friendship, character, qualities of self, and to give them a moment of appreciation. So don't just meditate on it. Don't just call out what you got. Actually appreciate it. Spend some time being appreciative for those things. Last but not least, we already did 9. Let's go to the number 3. And we already did 5. 3 is harmony. With your family, with your soul tribe, with your friends, with business communities, whatever the community is for you, right? Here we go. It says mind, body, and spirit are one. If something in your life is ignored or neglected, then everything suffers. The health of the mind, body, and spirit connection is essential in living a fulfilled existence. This is the message from your angels today. Think of what you are doing to nurture all parts of you and where you can do better at listening to the things that you have neglected within. All right, glad I did that, right? All right. Overall energy, we have the courthouse. Underneath that, we have marriage. And underneath that, we have the family room. I told y'all I felt a heavy love energy. Did I not? Did I not? Did I not? I definitely told y'all that. So I just kind of feel like some things that we can expect is for some unions, maybe, to be established here. Somebody could literally get some things in writing, all right? Because someone's been having to focus on what's, someone's been having to get into this energy of figuring out what's important, what's really significant to them, what really matters. All right. I'm going to move on from these cards because, honey, you know what? Someone I feel is having to get clear about their direction in life, okay? There has been some disharmony, dis-ease. There's been a decision maybe to not connect with someone who they love, or they've already made the decision to love the person, but there's like some upsets here. Let's get the Kipper deck book real quick. Let's get the number 15 because I really want to see that because it's in the reverse. So let's get it. And let's see if they have reversals in this deck and what it means. All right, so it says this card indicates love or friendship with the nearby person card, but there is no nearby person card here. It says excellent as long as it isn't near card number 8, which points to obstacles and dishonesty. So this card is primarily an indication of love or falling in love. Okay. But in professional terms, it may show a workplace love affair, or it could mean that you love your work and that your heart and mind are in harmony. So I would take this showing up in the reverse as that's the disharmony there. Maybe in someone's mind and heart, there's disharmony. Or if it's a work situation, there's disharmony there. Okay. Um, the unexpected income card makes me think about taxes. It makes me think about inheritance. It makes me think about maybe a lawsuit or something that was won, or a settlement of some kind of comes in unexpectedly. Like, don't get me wrong, somehow we're expecting this, but we don't really know when it's going to hit. Okay. So the unexpected income is going to be significant, probably with helping to build this community, this family, with solidifying things with the court and the marriage and the family room. But you can, the biggest thing that I'm seeing is, baby, change here. Change is here. Change is here in this dynamic, okay? I really don't know why the lover's card is reversed like this, because to be honest, like, this isn't giving me reversal energy. It's really giving me that, and again, it could be. So maybe somebody's heart and stuff there, it's just not aligned, okay? But it's there. It may be underneath a lot of stuff. So we can read it that way. Let's keep it pushing. Give us more messages in regards to this energy here that's already before us. This card happened first. It says this. Let me let you guys see it. All right. It says, let's heal past trauma and solve inner conflict. This one turned like this to the side, so I'm going to read it upright. When you hold my hands, that warmth keeps my insecurities away. So when I read these cards, I just look at them kind of like little love notes or little love messages. So however they apply to you, whether it's your energy or the energy of your partner, or it could be both of you guys. The let's heal past trauma and solve inner conflicts, that is big, I think, for this connection, because I feel like maybe the disconnect between the mind and the heart is present because of the traumas, and this could be in regards to both parties. Okay, um, here's the next love note. I don't think I deserve you. I'm gonna tell this person right now. I'm gonna tell this person right now. I feel like you know better. You know whether or not you deserve a person or not. But I also want to say this is giving more so vibes of just low self esteem. Okay. And I want to say this too. If you continue to operate in that low self esteem energy, I feel like you will manifest that which you don't want. You'll manifest this connection not working because you feel this way. Because you feel this way. So you're going to have to change that. You're going to have to change that. That's healing that inner that's healing that trauma. You gotta heal that trauma. Let's get some more. I feel like okay, I heard the number 6. So this one flew out of my hand and in the reverse, but I think I might have hit it. It says, I've been watching you over from every source. So if it was meant to be in the reversal, somebody could have someone blocked, or someone could be choosing not to look at someone's socials or even at their phones. Okay. For others of you, if it's in the upright, I really feel like it is. You've been looking at someone's pictures, you've been looking at some, or they have towards you, or both of you guys have. You're looking at each other's pictures. You know, you're looking at social media links and shit that they are attached to. Just gathering, I think, information and insight. Okay. Oh, my nose is stuffed up so bad. This one here. I feel like this message could be for both parties involved, okay? Because if you have trauma, trauma will do that to you. It says open your heart a bit more. Things are not that bad as you perceive. The last card. Then the last love note here. Somebody finds you guys, or you guys find someone, or this could be reciprocal. Y'all think somebody is very attractive. You think they're very attractive. It could just be one person too, but I really feel like y'all fine. At the bottom of the deck, the last love note, overall energy love note, it says, from time to time, we will have a happy ending. If you and me both empathize and love for our true selves. I'm going to take that one. It's hard to show, but I do care about you so much. And I've been giving you love, devotion, and received nothing. Oh, but your criticism and pain. So that is how somebody is feeling, okay, in this connection. They are really feeling like they've been trying to love in the scenario to the best of their ability, and that maybe that has not been reciprocated. Like they've been instead getting like these maybe kind of harsh responses from their partner. And I will say this, I felt the need to tell the Leos, because we deal with the heart center whether people know it or not. And as much as we may feel like we be loving and all that, and I'm not saying that we don't, I really do feel like somebody who has Leo placements needs to open their heart some more. Okay? Even if that's just for me. But yeah, the storms will pass pass away and I'll still be here with you for good. Like somebody in this connection feels very steadfast, okay? They feel very earth-like. They feel sure about it. Oh, my trypophobia is really trying to kick in with that card with them leaves. That is so ugly to me. Fuck. Please forgive me, Lord. I need to change that card right now. Like, I need to hide it. Somebody triggered my trypophobia too. I had to just go on and unfollow them, whoever they was, with their little ugly tail posting that ugly ass shit. Whew, I don't even, I'm recalling it right now, but I'm not going to say nothing else about it. Moving on. Okay. Let's get into some tarot. I am going to I'm going to start with this day. Lord, show us more about this particular energy in this reading here for the collective. All right. All right. We got two cards coming out at the same time. Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So we've got somebody thinking that they may have some options. They may be looking at a person who has Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in their chart, or they just are coming in a more lighter but feelings kind of way. They may be able to express their emotions. They may genuinely have some type of feelings and chemistry here, but I don't see it as being anything long term. Okay, I see this as being a fling with someone. I see it as sexual. I see it as, yes, there's romantic chemistry here. Will it last? Does it have what it takes? Do you know? Is somebody in the energy of long lasting stuff? I don't think so. And somebody could be thinking that this person is an option. Okay, some lady somewhere or some guy somewhere is looking at this person like an option. All right, be careful. This person could just be coming in because they think that someone is attractive. They think you're fine. It's lust. Okay, it is desire bringing them in. And don't get me wrong, is lust bad in and of itself? No. When I feel it leads to, like, if it does, if both parties aren't desiring the same things, that's where it can be bad. Or when the desire leads people to do things um that could harm others, that's when it's bad. But so far, more signs here. We got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've got Taurus, and we've got Libra. Now, the Empress energy could be also about abundance. It could be about beauty. It could be about being in a really creative space. It could really be about stability, having more than enough. Okay, hold on, guys. But I'm feeling a more of a heavy sensual shit. Okay, and the Seven of Cups can deal with dreams or illusions, hopes, desires, and them kind of somebody being in their head about something. Okay, someone really being in their head, being in a dreamy headspace. Heavy on the Pisces energy with this card for sure. So we've got Pisces. I'm feeling like Scorpio or a Cancer energy with this one. Um, and Pisces for that matter with these two cards. So guys, there could be, you know, an illusion around somebody just being a player possibly. Like somebody could be presenting airs like they are a player, or somebody could mistake someone as a player type because they may come in a little light on this Knight of Cups energy, but it could be that they are really wanting to bring in more. But we're going to clarify, baby, because we don't need to be guessing. We're going to clarify some more. Spirit, is there anything more before we move on? I see the Fool card here. So the Fool could be about a risk, taking a leap of faith, going in a new direction, a new path, starting something over again. This is like the beginning of the cycle. I also have to say this is about pregnancy too for some of you guys, or it could be. It don't have to be, but it could be. So we got the Fool as this card. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm going to. I see the Page of Cups, so that's talking about feelings and emotions. I see the King of Wands and the Page of Cups. So somebody finds someone very attractive. This could be a male energy with the King of Wands showing up, and we got the King of Swords. This could also be the Wands energy is Leo, Sag, Aries. The King of Swords is Aquarius, Aquarius, Gemini, and Leo. I mean, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. This is what I'm seeing at the bottom of the deck. Someone could be having conversations and they're in this energy of talking about feelings, talking about how they feel, which can be fickle, by the way. And I feel like talking about that sexual energy, sensual energy. Remember when I was looking at the chakra cards, I said that I felt like that sacral chakra, excuse me, energy was very Cancerian or water signy. That's the point I'm feeling. So somebody here who has fire sign and air placements, okay, they are feeling a very strong, I feel, sexual desire for someone. This is the overall energy for the tarot. So let's go ahead and start clarifying, like ASAP Pronto. I definitely want to clarify this seven because this is giving illusion. This is giving smokescreen. This is giving things may not be as they seem. Okay. First card out of the deck, I'm seeing the Five of Swords, but it's in the reverse. Let me get some more before I try to figure that out. More about this Seven of Swords, please. I mean, the Seven of what? The Seven of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Heavy on. Woo! All right. I may have to sit with this a little bit longer because this Five of Swords in reverse is really giving me a little bit of a problem with me recollecting. So let me get us a traditional tarot book and let's get the Five of Swords in reverse, shall we? What could it mean? So in the reverse, the Five of Swords could deal with degradation. No. Sorry, reversed is the same. Burial and obsequies, whatever that means. So let's look at what it means in the upright because it's saying it means the same in the reverse. So he is the master in possession of the field. So the divinatory meanings could be degradation, destruction, reversal. Okay, here we go. Reversal, infamy, dishonor, and loss. We've got the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is an energy of, having some hardships in domestic issues. So in the domestic life. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Whenever I've seen this card, the Five of Swords could be a person who is willing to fight to the bitter end for something, or argue, or maybe even negotiate, be strategic. This person could be a person who could be mentally calculating or mentally strategic. In this case, they could lose, or they have experienced some type of loss, maybe on the home front here. Let's get the Five of Pentacles. I feel like somebody could be in a place where they don't hold something in esteem right now because of a failed connection, a failed relationship, possibly. Let's get the Five of Pentacles though, because it also mentioned degradation. So either this person feels this way about themselves for whoever, or this person could be in this energy towards other people or someone else. Let's get the Five of Pentacles. Material trouble, financial issues. Okay. Sometimes this card can be seen as, a couple, I guess, who are trying to, stick with each other through thick and thin, good and bad, richer or for poorer type energy. Ooh, child, child, child. So I feel like somebody is really suffering mentally. It's possible that somebody is suffering a great deal mentally. Okay. Um, I don't know if it's because of the domestic situation, like if somebody in the connection is being mentally or whatever abusive, it may not be the case. I just feel like somebody could be poor in the mind and therefore poor in spirit, low key. Um, okay. And they're not giving, they could not be giving to a connection that they're a part of. And so the Five of Pentacles for me could be the struggle love card. So some struggle love is going on. We have the Seven of Cups coming out again. This is a very strong energy here of illusion, of maybe somebody just kind of being stuck in their head, in that energy of loss, right? In that energy of struggle. You know what, guys? I feel like somebody's gonna, okay, with the Ace of Pentacles, this could be that inheritance, the tax, the unexpected income, or it's a contract. It could be marriage, also a covenant, two people going into covenant with each other. But I feel like it's still gonna be night energy. This person doesn't feel like I feel this person may have very strong feelings for someone, whether it's a male or a female, both, whatever. Somebody does have deep feelings. They could be a flighty person. This person could come in and out. You guys could have these emotions that kind of ebb and flow, or they up and down with each other. And I feel like it's real, or somebody really thinks it's real, but it could be still an illusion. Something is still going on where it's options here. Somebody's keeping their options open. Okay. If it's not about options, they're just trying to figure shit out and they may not have yet. But they're trying to offer something that comes across as stable. with the Ace of Pentacles. And we get the Knight of Cups again. So heavy Knight of Cups energy. I just feel like there is love here. There's romance. There's feelings. It really is. It really, really is. But is that enough? You know, is it enough? I feel like if this person proposes or they get, they try to, like, okay, if someone tries to propose to keep someone, it may still, they're going to be in the same energy of the Knight of Cups. Like, I love you, but I'm not ready to marry you. I see the World here, which could be about some form of graduation, a mask coming off, something, some type of clarity, in completion of something. I am seeing some animals that are really significant to me. I feel like I could be seeing an egret, an otter. Like, I feel like this right here is gonna be a promise to love. Like a promise I'm gonna it's just like a promise ring or something. Like that's what I feel. I don't know why I'm laughing, but anyway. Aquarius energy, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus with the fixed signs here. I don't know if that's going to be. I don't know if that's going to work. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I just don't know. Somebody's probably going to see that as a big sign of achievement, though. Like this person is going to see this as a huge achievement. They're going to be like, "I proposed to you. I got you a ring." Or someone's going to be like, "I said yes." Oh, wow. And we have the Lovers in the upright. So here's that energy of making a choice, choosing harmony, choosing balance here. But just bare minimum, just fucking making a choice, period. That's a lot. This may be what's not super clear to either both parties or somebody in the connection. On top of the fact that, even with the overall energy here, you guys, we got two kings showing up. So, yes, while this could apply to a person who has both energies within them, this also applies to two different males or women. If you're a guy and you deal with women, it could be two different women who you are having to make a decision about. Okay? Uh Someone's gonna make a choice. That's all I'll say. Which way we're gonna go, I don't know. But there will be a choice made. Let's move into this Knight of Cups energy because this is gonna help me clarifying this. Is gonna help me understand what and who this Knight of Cups is over here. Maybe the same energy. Don't know. Spirit, what is going on with this Knight of Cups? Please give it to me straight, no chaser. This has been a long video. Yeah, I got the Four of Wands and coming out immediately, and it's in the reverse. It just really gives me the vibe of somebody not maybe. Okay, first of all, in the reverse, this can mean an even better sign of this, like for sure marriage. I could say that, but I don't feel that with the Knight of Cups. I don't feel it. I feel like somebody's not gonna really do that. Somebody's not really about that life. That's not what they come offering. Like I said, I care about you. I really like you. I really enjoy spending time with you, but baby, I'm not there. Somebody may not be stable. Someone may not offer stability. Or you guys, maybe this is a past energy. Someone's going to come in offering, but I don't feel that. I feel like somebody, the Knight of Cups is coming in. They have these feelings, they have these emotions, but they are not offering stability. They are not offering marriage. We have the Judgment, the wake up call. This is going to be an alarm, an alert for someone in this connection, if not both parties. But again, reversals can sometimes mean that something already happened. I see the 10 of Wands here. Um, Somebody may feel alone or feel like they're working really hard. Working alone, working by themselves. I got the King of Swords coming out. So it's making me feel like this King of Swords could be in the this King of Swords could be who is in the Knight of Cups energy. Okay. The Judgment is a wake up call and a appointed time, a fated meeting. Sometimes the 10 of Wands could be feeling like you're working, like you're putting in all the work, or feeling burdened, weighed down, feeling tired, overworked. Okay. This could be the King of Swords who's feeling this way. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, the 10 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio with the wake up call. Show us more with this energy. What's going on with this Knight of Cups? Give it to us straight, no chaser, please. Thank you. The 10 of Pentacles. What the finna is going on here? What is going on? I could be picking up two different things. Like, somebody may realize that somebody is really a fucking Knight of Cups. They're never going to marry them. So that's their wake up call. They may, move on. Damn it. Hold on. I got to get the charger. Someone may um, move on or something, or they may be by themselves or feel alone, whatever the case is. And a King of Swords could come in, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, someone who's got some order, some structure, some logic, some strategy about themselves. They have the 10 of Pentacles here. Um, this person could be very accomplished, maybe in their career. Um, but bare minimum, whoever this is going to be able to provide like a nice, comfortable, I'll just say, if not wealthy, lifestyle. Okay. Remember at the beginning of this reading, I did see this Empress energy, and I felt like it was possible that the illusion could be that someone's coming in like a player, which I'm feeling this could still be the case, but it doesn't have to be. This person could come in on some, yeah, I got some feelings for you, but you know, not being committed or not being really serious just yet. Like the feelings run deep, but they may not have been at a level of commitment, but that could be the elusive part. That could be the illusion, or that's true, okay? And somebody is not recognizing that somebody is just here playing around. It could go either way. Either someone's putting on airs like they're only here because of the sensual, sexual chemistry energy, but they could, either want to give this empress more, or they're merely just attracted to the empress and they just want to be experience her for some time. I don't know. That's but we're clarifying this Knight of Cups. We're clarifying the Knight of Cups. So if the Knight and the King are two different people, then something is not going to get serious or stabilized with the Knight. That'll be a wake up call for someone. Someone who might be willing to carry the load, willing to, I don't know, willing to carry the load, willing to put in the work, a hardworking person, King of Swords energy, Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Maybe this person has already put in some work, which helped them to make it to this King of Swords energy with the order, the structure. And now they're going to be willing to provide that or share that with someone. It could be like a lottery or inheritance or a gift. Okay. One more card. Let's just go ahead and do one more card. Two of Swords in the reverse. So someone's going to make a decision about something that needed to be made. Okay. They have been at a crossroads. It had been hard for them to make a choice, but they're coming out of that energy. Let's get the Empress. What is going on here? More Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. All right. Let's hit it first. Let's see what this is about. Queen of Swords. Excuse me. Doves are very significant, okay, to this connection, guys. Doves are going to be significant. They're flying all around her, bringing peace of mind, clarity. Whoever this is, this Empress energy, she's going to be speaking her truth, okay? Um, there is a lot of blue and purple and some white in this card. Remember, I told you somehow purple will be significant. I got the Six of Pentacles here. So, Six of Pentacles can be about love. Love that's more tangible. It could be about philanthropy. It could be about giving gifts, okay? Um, Reciprocity as well. Heavy on the Libra energy. On this card, there's a man, he's holding a scale, and there are two pentacles in that scale, and they are balanced. They weigh the same, okay? And then there are four more back here. It's just making me, it's telling a story of some sort to me. Heavy on Libra energy. I feel like somebody could have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini placements. Libra placements. And I'm saying that because remember, we're clarifying this, and it's either Taurus or Libra. Uh, I feel like in some kind of very real way, a person's feelings and actions connected to those feelings are going to match up with somebody's. Whose? Could be the King of Swords. I don't know. Let's see. Show me more. The Queen of Swords speaks truth. The Queen of Swords speaks from both her heart and her mind. The Queen of Swords is a woman who has gotten both of those aligned and chooses to make decisions from that space. Look at this. The Ten of fucking Cups. It makes me feel like if somebody's gonna get broken, because the Queen of Swords can deal with breakups to me, or even um just like cutting off dead weight, cutting off what's not serving anymore. You know, and I said on this one with the Knight of Cups, either somebody is going to be cutting off a knight who is not giving someone what they desire. And it ain't because they don't want to. I just feel like they're not at that place yet. They still have work to do. Not that not that this person may not have work to do, but in a different way. This person, they have work to do, or this person does not feel secure. They don't feel um they may not feel prepared to offer this, right? So somebody may have take that as a wake up call and they may move on. In moving on, they get something or get with someone who is going to match their efforts, match their energy. And that's going to cause this person to feel very fulfilled with the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Pentacles is on the table and the Ten of Cups, y'all. That's good news. Let's see. Is there any more about this Empress in it? Show us more, God. Show us more. So I feel like somebody could get a house by the lake or a house on a waterfront. With this Ten of Cups, I see that here. You see, the ladies are sitting in front of a home and they're right here with the water. That's why I say that. I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles. I just mentioned that there were two in the balance and four in the, Four of Pentacles could talk about holding on, saving something, or saving resources, pooling resources even, you know, together. I see the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's luck, someone's energy has changed. It was fated for this to happen. There was no getting around this. We get the Page of Wands. Could be a child's life who gets changed, or it's just conversations, inspired conversation, or even action, by the way. We've got two red cardinals in this picture. They are somehow significant as well for me with the twin flame connection. Cardinals mate for life. They get them a partner, and that's that. Then Two of Pentacles. So the Four and the Two of Pentacles, which is still the Six of Pentacles. Another rainbow. And I see the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I feel someone's going to get married. Someone's going to get married. Someone's going to get married. Someone's going to have this life of, you know, give and take, having to now learn to create a work and life balance. This woman is going to be stable, self-reliant, very attractive, very beautiful. I feel like marriage is going to happen. She's going to be someone's wife, possibly. Temperance here, the sign of Sagittarius is connected to that card. Patience. It took patience, expansion. And I see the Six of Wands. And this is at the bottom of the deck. So that's victory. That's elevation. That's going ahead and moving on, moving forward. So I'm not entirely sure who this is applying to, but baby, some things are going to be progressing and moving where there could have once been financial hardship, difficulty, or struggle. Now there's going to be abundance. And like, I feel like somebody is moving to me from a connection that is like a struggle love connection, and it's not just because the person didn't have no money. It wasn't that. It's because the person's mindset also wasn't the best. So with having this poor esteem of self, for whatever reason, either debasing or degrading themselves, and or that happened, they attracted that even in their current partner. If someone leaves that connection and it is not absolutely renewed because that person's mind shifts or because of the love and feelings that they have, then there I feel somebody might get left to deal with their mentality and stuff and their healing by themselves, while another person progresses, moves into another connection that started off looking as if it was only going to be for the fun, for the sex, for the feelings. Like the Knight of Cups is giving a boo situation, or like we fuck around, we mess around with each other. Okay. But even in the main reading, after the Knight of Cups energy, right after it was the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and then the Empress. So I just feel like there is this illusion of surrounding love and feelings and being a player, maybe, or just playing around. This is just light. You know, that could be the illusion. And Empress energy, because when I think about an Empress, when I think about the Taurus, when I think about Libra, I think about marriage. I think about commitment, bare minimum. So the illusion could be that something is light and just about the feelings and just about the sex and just about a good time. Empress comes after that. But it's possible that could be the case. I don't think so, though. When you get the Ten of Pentacles out here and the Four of Wands, even in the reverse, that is a very esteemed card. Like, it is even more of the upright energy. And the upright energy is of celebration. The upright energy is of commitment. The upright energy is even of cohabitation, celebration, community. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like something could look as if it was just for the feelings and the thrill and the sexual energy, but it's going to progress. It may take time, but it will progress to marriage, covenant, and ultimately victory with this connection. And again, it could be the same person or it could be two different people. Two different people here. Let's get. I thought I was done. Why am I acting like I'm done? I wasn't done. So these are going to go with this. Because we got the Fool card going in a new direction. Show me the Fool energy. What's here? What is this new beginning? The new beginning. Fool card heavy. A new beginning for sure. After the Hanged Man, so after being on pause, after being in suspension, being held up, Pisces energy right there. After waiting and holding off for so long until maybe they felt like they received whatever information they needed to. Two of Wands, being at a crossroads. Knowing that they need to make a decision here. The Chariot, a decision to move on, a decision to move forward, Heavy on the Cancerian energy. Anything more before yes? The Queen of Pentacles is a wife. That's a mother who is, very resourceful. The Hierophant, I said it, a wife, a mother, resourceful. We've got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy here, and we've got Hierophant, Taurus energy. Is there another card? I got the Three of Cups and it came up sideways. I'm just going to turn it upright. The Three of Cups is about reconciliations. Sometimes it could also be about third party scenarios. The Three of Cups can also be about friendship and just like everybody included is on one accord here. This is soul family, soul tribe to me. This is everybody loves, everybody is rooting for each other here. This is a joyous, momentous, happy occasion. So the risk, the leap of faith, the new direction is after being held up and making a decision and figuring out which way do I want to go, somebody could proceed to marriage, commitment, and this could make them very happy. And not just them, but maybe people even around them. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. King of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, the Sun, and then we got the Five of Cups. Child, this is a lot. Because I would want to know why the Five of Cups are here now. Because the Five of Cups is a heavy energy, a depressive energy, an energy of drinking, an energy of being low in spirit, right? Being heavy, being very sad. The Queen of Cups was at the bottom of the deck, so it could be just maybe sad about a mother figure or a woman or male for that matter, but someone who they feel they have strong love for. Could have Leo in their charts, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Huh. I'm not really understanding that part. I would want to know what's going on. Why is the Five of Cups here, Spirit? King of Cups is a person who loves very, very deeply, even if they're not able to always fully express it. Five of Cups, the Knight of Swords, clarifying, and the Three of Swords, clarifying. Decisive, focused, driven, defensive. Events that move with great speed. Choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional ones. Sudden or unexpected changes. Review your options carefully. So, maybe this King of Cups could be someone they loved. This King of Cups could have become the King of Cups because he was in the Knight of Cups energy before. And this could be the person who got left. Like if I'm still picking up on multiple energies, I'm picking up on the energy of someone who played around with someone. They didn't mean to. Like I'm not saying this like I feel this person was new to opening up to love, like for real, for real. So they were not ready. They just simply were not ready. The person could have been a lesson to them. Okay, a lesson on knowing that they were worthy, a lesson on knowing that they could receive and get love, that they did deserve love, right? And that lesson hopefully will be learned in time, but before that, they're going to grieve this process. I loved this Leo. I'm sad that this person is not here anymore. Maybe. And I say that with the Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords. Three of Swords says great sadness that will heal in time. Let go of the past. Personal growth that comes from challenges and healing misunderstandings or being there for those in need. This is what the we're clarifying the Five of Swords here. I mean, the Five of Cups. Okay. One more card to clarify this Five of Cups, please, Scott. And then I'm going to leave y'all alone because this has been a very long reading. That's a lot of energy. Queen of Swords, yeah. This person is crying over the Queen of Swords who could have left them. Let's read what it means. Brilliant, experienced, humorous, judgmental, releasing situations or people that no longer serve you, seeing the humor in difficult situations, and focusing on the career. Divorced or unmarried individuals. So that really makes me feel like somebody, when, okay, the Queen of Swords came up in one of these sections, right? She is right here clarifying the Empress. Queen of Swords was first, the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, then the Wheel of Fortune and all that. It's just like somebody wasn't giving what this person wanted. She eventually had to, or he had to eventually wake up from that energy and move on. What is this? I guess we're just clarifying more of the Five of Cups here. So she realized she was going to be unmarried. Okay. And I even want to say that even if she had committed to this person spiritually and energetically, or he, whoever this refers to, if you committed to someone energetically, but they never did fully go ahead and commit to you, even in the maybe traditional or societal sense, or in a tangible sense, then you divorce them by cutting that off. The next card was the Two of Cross. Like both people or all parties involved they had a crossroads moment. Two of Wands, which is where it's taking the next steps. Bold and ambitious choices. Partnering with others who share your dreams. Expanding your plans and continuing to move forward. The Seven of Wands came out, all clarifying the Five of Cups. The Seven of Wands is stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. And last but not least, the Eight of Fire. Heavy air and fire here. So this was about thoughts and actions and feelings, okay? We got the Eight of Fire, and it says, too much going on. Stress caused by many positive opportunities, unexpected events, or rapid changes, the ability to multitask, and also business travel. So, clarifying the Five of Cups with all this energy, it just really makes me feel that this King of Cups energy may have experienced some joy, experienced some happiness, experienced some clarity. Maybe they are more real with themselves, more authentic, true to themselves. But it had to come after losing. Okay? It came after heartbreak. That sucks, but that's how things happen. At the bottom of the deck now, are we going to do the bottom of the deck here? I see the Seven of Swords, which is a loss of peace of mind or personal freedom. Take caution and be aware of others' actions, a material loss. Make sure that you're being honest with yourself and embarrassing secrets. We also have the Ace. Oh, it's so beautiful. The Ace of Water or the Ace of Cups. It says a beautiful new emotional experience, a romantic relationship or deep friendship, awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual insights, a love letter, and a new home. So after the Seven of Swords takes place, this beautiful romantic experience happens. And then we have the Five of Cups still. The Five of, listen, okay. Yeah, I feel like this is just overall energy showing somebody really losing a beautiful love, a beautiful experience, but it could have awakened their spiritual abilities. But they're going to focus on the negative things not turning out the way that they wanted it to, forgiveness of self or others. Everything happens for a reason, and look for the hidden blessings. Like, somebody is going to lose something and someone who mattered a great deal to them. And it's not, I don't even think it's anybody's fault. It's more like this experience actually was meant to open them up more. It just really was. Like, it feels like it was a very karmic situation. It was meant to open them up, meant to help them on their healing journey, meant to help teach them a series of lessons that I think in time they will eventually get. I don't know, but yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it at. If this made sense to you, if any of it resonates, makes sense, please go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know, child. This was all over the place, it felt like to me. But yeah. Bye, you guys.